Hi guys, this is Paul from Outerloop Coaching and outerloopcoaching.com. I wanted to rush this video out to you because Billboard has made a huge announcement that could impact your upcoming release, your album or EP release. And I wanted to make sure that you got this information as soon as possible, especially if you are planning a release to happen sometime between now and the rest of this year, 2019, or you are planning a release in the first quarter of 2020. This is going to impact you right now and the rest of 2020. Now you've got time to plan for this. If you are planning a release in early 2020, now you're going to have to hustle to accommodate these rules. So Billboard is the place where your album or EP, when it sells a certain number, gets a certain number of downloads, spins, streams, etc., it charts. And that is one of the great ways to get industry attention for your band and to launch your career. We talk about this quite a bit at Outerloop Coaching, which is why this is something I wanted to rush out to you. If you've got your our Release It Right program, where we advocate the bundling of merchandise in order to increase sales, this is absolutely what we're talking about, and will hopefully not only demonstrate how the rules are changing and you need to work with the rules, but also just about how the fundamentals of Release It Right are spot on. So let's dive in. This Billboard says that this is going to start on the 3rd of January 2020. And this just came out today, so we will go into more depth during our live stream on Saturday, which is November, the 29th, 30th, somewhere around there. If you're able to make it, please join for that. We'll go into much more depth, and I'll hopefully have more information for you. But let's go into each of these rule changes. They are affecting bundle sales and the way that you can bundle your album or EP with other merchandise in order to increase your sales. That's going to be more challenging now. That's the topic. It starts on the 3rd of January 2020. However, if you release your album or EP prior to the 3rd of January 2020, it affects that album or EP as well. So if you've got momentum for your album or EP in the month of December going into January, and you could be continuing to chart with it, this is going to impact it. Otherwise, if you are releasing your album or EP and you're just focused on those first week sales and streams, that is going to be the way these bundles are changing, and the way that Billboard is counting them is going to change how that's all going to work going forward. So 5 rule changes that I can count. Let's go through them. All merch in the bundle must be available for purchase on the website individually. So what this means is that you can no longer have your album or EP part of a bundle with a product that's exclusively available within that bundle. What Billboard is trying to prevent here is when you have, as an artist, if you have 2 bundles, one with one exclusive t-shirt and the second one with the other exclusive t-shirt, you've got a mega fan who needs to have both of those exclusive t-shirts. They have to buy those 2 bundles to get those 2 exclusive t-shirts. They end up getting 2 CDs. Those 2 sales instead of 1 now count for your Billboard charts. That is no longer available. Now, if you have your CD as part of a bundle, every other product in that bundle must be also sold individually. That totally changes the way you might be planning your bundles. It's pretty crucial. So what that means is that if you have a shirt, a poster, and a CD, for example, you must, outside that bundle, sell that shirt individually, that poster individually, and that CD individually, in addition to getting it as part of the bundle. Another thing I was going to point out with that is that, hey, you can still have exclusive products for your mega fans as part of bundles, but the sales for your CD that's part of that bundle will no longer count towards your Billboard SoundScans. All right, number 2 rule, new rule change. Each merch item must be priced individually, less than the bundle. So for example, going back to that idea of the poster, t-shirt, and CD bundle, what that means is that you cannot price your t-shirt individually more than you're selling it as part of the bundle. What Billboard's trying to do here, just like we were just talking about with the 2 separate bundles for the mega fan, you don't want the mega fan to go, hey, why would I spend more money to buy that t-shirt individually when I can spend less for the bundle, even though I get the CD I don't really want, because I'm already getting it from the other bundle. So you can't do that anymore. Every individual item must be less than the price of the bundle. There's still a bit of wiggle room for you here where, for example, let's say you've got that exclusive t-shirt and the poster and the CD as part of the bundle. Your exclusive t-shirt could be sold, let's say, $3 less than the bundle, but you get the poster and the CD as part of the bundle for only $3 more. It's a pretty good deal. Maybe somebody can buy it. It's still within the rules, except excuse me, rule number 3 is that your bundle must be at least $3.49 more than the merch itself. Now, I'm not exactly sure how Billboard is going to track the costs of the merch itself. So the example I just talked about, where it's $3 more for buying the t-shirt as part of the bundle, it actually has to be at least $3.49 more. But I don't know if Billboard is going to look at both the t-shirt and the poster, add those together, and then the CD has to be $3.49 more than those 2 items together. I don't suspect so. I think what that just means is that your bundle has to be at least $3.49 more than anything that you are selling individually in that bundle. So if your t-shirt is being sold individually for $30 and the poster is sold individually for $15, it doesn't mean that you have to sell the bundle for $50. I think what it means is that you can price it as low as $30 plus $3.49, $33.49. Yet to be seen, but I think that's what they're talking about there. Okay, number 4, bundles can only sell from artists' official direct-to-consumer web store. I'm not exactly sure what it is that Billboard's trying to prevent from happening here. There are lots of third-party sellers, but they have to be your official seller. I believe that what it is that Billboard is trying to prevent from happening are the occasions where you are working with a ticket seller and adding your CD or digital download of your album or EP with a ticket sale. In that case, the tickets must be sold through your website and cannot be sold by the ticket seller. I think that is what Billboard's trying to prevent here. It happened to me just recently. I bought tickets for a concert for an artist I was looking forward to, and lo and behold, 2 weeks later, I got a CD in the mail I wasn't even expecting. I listened to it once. I'm on, all the streaming services. I don't know what I need a CD for. You know what? The artist needed the CD in order to get that CD to count towards their Billboard sales, so that they got that good number one week 1 hit when they hit, because those tickets went on sale before the album went on sale. So that's what I believe they're trying to prevent here. So I'm not sure exactly what the hack is going to be to kind of get around this. It might be a way of trying to sell your tickets exclusively through your website when you are bundling a CD with it. That would be some complicated chicanery you got to pull off with the API and all that sort of thing. And then even so, you're still supplying a ticket yourself. I don't think it's really worth it, but we'll have to see. I'm sure with all these new rules, there will be ways that people are going to come up with to kind of push the envelope and try ways to still get these CD sales to count. And so, you know, we'll be watching carefully to see what people come up with. Number 5, and the last one, is that sales count upon shipping or redemption. This is going to make it really tough for you, especially if you're not very organized in getting all of your merch together before your album is ready to be released. That's going to be a problem for you, because if you've got a bundle with a t-shirt, a poster, and a CD, if you have your poster and your CD in hand, but you don't have your t-shirts yet, you cannot count the CD being sold until it ships. So you'll have to wait until those CDs until those t-shirts arrive and you've got them. So what this means, most urgently, make sure you're on top of your merch production, you're on top of your merch manufacturer, and making sure that you've got all of the items that you need in your bundles well before your release date. So that way, when your release date hits, you're sitting at home, take the day off work, and you're just mailing out your bundles and all of your merch is there. Make sure you get enough stuff and make sure you get it in plenty of time. Now, regarding the digital downloads, that is also sort of a similar thing. Like, anytime you have a bundle of items and you include a digital download, highly recommend doing so. Now you got to, work with these rules to make sure it works. It's got to be at least $3.49 and so on and so forth, more than the bundle, or more than the items individually. But put that digital download out there. Now it'll count when somebody actually downloads. What this is trying to do is prevent the number of times where a fan, for example, has gotten a digital download that they didn't expect or didn't want and never bothered to download. Instead of counting the sale when the money changed hands, when the sale occurs, or just making sure it counts on week 1, now it doesn't count until the download occurs. So now that means you're just going to need to really, really be aggressive about reminding your fans to download their digital downloads on week 1. So if you have like one of those cards that have the download key on the back of it, if people registered that card with an email address, you're going to want to blast them to remind them 2 or 3 times the week of your album release to download the album. And if you you've sold it, but you didn't get any information, they might not have registered that card when they got it, they just walked away with it. That just means being very aggressive on your social media to let those people know you need to download the album, and do it so now. It's not going to count as much on weeks 2, 3, 4 as it does on week 1. So these are big rules, big rule changes coming from Billboard. We're going to go into more depth on these on Saturday, but I wanted to get this news out to you as fast as I possibly could. Lots of info on outerloopcoaching.com. This is Paul from Outerloop Coaching, and I will see you guys next time.